Lecoq is on the mic.
Woo! I'm here. I'm here to back you up. I'm here to. I don't know. I don't think I would consider myself an analyst, so I'll say I'm your your
All
color.
right, get your cup of prides ready. Lecoq is ready.
Aw, yeah. With, of course, camera work coming out from our boy Jack. Our draft is now underway.
Oh, I just want to say,
All
Lich
right.
ban, the king approves.
The king
No more
approves.
Liches. It just, slows down the game,
Iceberg banning the Lich.
There it is.
You see Iceberg, it's a nice. Lich has ice armor.
And Ancient Apparition got banned. There's a lot of icy hate in this game to begin.
So, what do you think about Spirit Breaker ban?
I think it's okay. I don't know really what it says. If Iceberg came through this open qualifier finding that Spirit Breaker was a bit of a threat, or they just want to secure a better laning phase for themselves. Typically when you see a Spirit Breaker, you're going to be seeing a lot of pressure coming their way, specifically towards like the mid lane, let's say. So just trying to make sure they're not going to get pressured too hard while able to pick up one of the best fours, the best roamers, and the best pressure adders in the game, Night Stalker, for themselves.
So, Jack, what do you feel about Night Stalker as a hero? Because I don't know, I'm just a play-by-play caster. I have no Dota knowledge.
It's I'm an innovator on the talking observer position, really the first ever.
Yeah, it's a
of my
tri-cast
kind.
still at the end
Is
of the
this
day.
your first time?
As a talking observer, yes, and some may suspect it is my first time as an observer as well, as we're about to see. But we're not at that point yet. So Night Stalker, I mean, very popular hero, a very early 4-position pick, like obviously just bullies their lanes pretty well, provides vision later on, helps out that mid. I'm working from my headset here, and it's just a pretty safe and sound early pick.
All right, Batrider as a first pick for DC.SA. Tell me, why is that, Dakota? What do you think?
Could be a comfort pick for all I know. The Batrider first, it's a Dota tradition for a long time, but we didn't see too much of it as of recent with the thriving potential of a lot of these fours. But for DC.SA to go right into the Batrider.
Yeah, what are the reasons of Batrider being a first pick? Like, if you're in Iceberg right now picking a heroes, can you see why? Like, it's a good initiator hero.
Yeah.
Is there anything else? That slipped my mind.
I'll chime in here. Iceberg had first picked Night Stalker, meaning they probably don't want a Nyx Assassin, who's a natural counter. And now Batrider pretty much has a free initiation. Looks good for him.
Ooh, second pickup gonna be a Visage here early on. Visage in a American League game. Feels a bit of a try hard here.
Can this be a mid Visage? We've seen some in FPL. We've seen it before. We can see him as a lane support, position 4.
Some OG flavor. The core
I believe
message.
Jabs plays it, pardon me. And he
There's
is
no
a support
pardoning
player.
you, sir.
Do not pardon me, indeed.
So Tusk, you mentioned that was a Matthew hero, right?
Yes.
Right, King Grant?
Yes, indeed. Peasant Jack.
Who is the filler for DC then?
Looks like they have a 3-2-1, meaning they don't want to give away who it is.
3, 2, 1. Who the fuck are you?
Yeah.
I don't
Can
know.
we check?
I don't think so. Let's see. Look.
That's
an anime portrait.
Wait, I saw this guy playing yesterday.
Yeah, isn't...
Nah, he doesn't have a name.
What a
No,
I don't think that's the
that's
stand-in.
not the stand-in. Isn't
That's not the stand-in.
uh,
Yeah, that is.
So who would it be? Forgotten
It'd be
Dreams?
Forgotten Dreams, I think. But yeah, I don't know. Yeah, because we saw that name yesterday when they're, yeah.
All right, bands coming out here to get rid of that Nature's Prophet. And the other side, no Disgusting Venomancer. Lifestealer's got to go. And we get back the other way here for Iceberg's time.
One more ban left for Iceberg. They got rid of the Venomancer.
Some other points about the Night Stalker we've seen a lot of. He kind of discourages a Keeper Light pickup. That depends on what your team thinks about, like how effectively Night Stalker counters him. I mean, it kind of just disrupts like the push timing that you'll see some Keepers of the Lights go because of nighttime. But the hero is still useful as well. And then there's some synergy as well with the Lycan. They've been banning it out themselves with the Howl, so it's not going to be there for that. But obviously the hero is has one of the stronger frames early on as a 4 and can provide pretty good vision advantages too. So.
Well, is it like, are we gone with those days of when you pick up a Visage, it's just like maybe a Drow's going to come? I know the Lycan had already been banned out, which is another typical pairing, but I guess what I'm getting at is the Visage required to be paired with something like that? Is this a hand-in-hand kind of hero, or do you think that Visage is now at a point where he can comfortably like be on his own? And I would agree that, I mean, there's potential for him to be a core in this lineup. How would you feel about Visage 5 position with a Night Stalker pairing? Typically a hero who would like a lot of farm, I feel like he might not be left with a lot.
Well, what they can do, they can go aggressive tri-lane with these two heroes and pair it up with pretty much whatever on a lane, because it's really strong. I don't know, I would love to see more mid-Visage. The hero farms so quickly, pretty impossible to kill, has a lot of kill potential, especially when he hits a level 6. The itemization on Visage, I don't know, just get the Solar Crest, and get Road of Aethos, Aghanim Scepter.
He's got good talents, so if he does get that early experience, as you're talking about in mid, he starts to get to those talents a little bit sooner, and then he's also pretty self-sufficient. Like he can push if you need him to. He can fight very well, obviously. So if you see a lot of like safe laners being sacked a little bit more now, or not protected as much, then this guy kind of fits the mold. Like, you know, he can handle his own in those kind of situations and come online and fight a little bit earlier too. So a couple boxes checked there if Visage is indeed a core.
Familiar face, Shadow Shaman, we saw it in the previous game, played really well, stacked some camp near his safe lane, just farmed it up, got to level 6 pretty quickly.
They have someone to be able to hit towers now too, of course.
Yeah, I love what he did in the previous game on Shadow Shaman. He bought a Blightstone, so some extra push, extra damage on the towers once he puts down the wards.
Yeah, it gives them objective taking as well. I think, I mean, generally speaking, like, I feel like the supports, like, obviously dictate what you can do throughout the game, right? So, some teams may choose to go double roam in some situations. Sometimes you want some kind of, like, push maybe from that position, so less rack, less commonly, but Shadow Shaman fills that role better than a lot of other supports do. So, popular for that reason, and he's slow, but he hits really hard now, obviously, so he's got the zoning potential as well. And I'm not sure... I mean, he may not be the best hero usually for tri-lane, so if they do run with that situation, do Iceberg, maybe that's something that they can exploit.
He's pretty weak in a tri-lane.
Yeah.
So what does DC looks at? Do they go for like super late game something? Do they pick more push heroes?
I do wish to decree something.
Uh-oh.
I mentioned that Matthew played Tusk quite a bit, but King RD as well on his old team as well did, meaning
Wow,
one of them
that's
is
a really
switching
good
from
point.
4 to 5.
Thanks.
Which actually could,
Thanks
you
a
know,
lot,
it's
Grant.
difficult, you know. We saw, you know, Crit from EG once said, you know, I just don't feel comfortable on the 5. He's back to 4, so one of these is going to have to play that kind of, you know, the jack role, the bitch role.
Yeah.
I was about to commend your kingly sage wisdom from coming down on high to, you know, mingle with us commoners in this cast, but then, you know, then you had to take what
It is an honor to work with two of you.
We have to be careful when we're addressing you,
Yeah.
otherwise
His
you might be
Majesty,
beheaded
His
for
Royal Highness.
top head, bottom head, whatever head.
Oh, I'll get you back, Your Majesty. Just wait till I'm on the, wait till the game begins. I got the camera.
I don't care, I'll be sleeping.
So will I. No,
Do you think Sven was picked up because of the Weaver minus armor, some minus armor coming out from Visage, his itemization?
Yeah.
What do you
Heavy
guys
burst,
think?
good physical power to be able to kind of get through the bug or the bird.
That's really great analysis.
Yeah, I tried. These are big power words I'm pulling out right now. I really shine when the cast will be.
Oh, another familiar face from the previous series as well. Tidebringer.
He comes out still on par for what could be a potential core Visage here. Doesn't mean that this is going to change too much of that.
10 seconds.
So I don't know. How would you feel about Weaver Visage kind of working together? Or is this potential still for like an aggro lane setup?
Yeah,
and
yeah,
and you want an aggro lane setup, I guess, into this Fen.
I do want, but still a Batrider against a melee hero. Tidehunter removes his sticking up palms, but still good kill potential for the Batrider in 1v1 scenario.
I was ready to throw out the idea of like Vengeful Spirit or something for Iceberg a bit and get a little of that aura power along with Visage to swap counter to work with the bat.
And the king has word for y'all.
Yes, King.
Yawar is indeed playing middle position for DC.
10 seconds
Damn.
remaining.
So, brother of Sumail Yawar.
And former almost qualified for TI on Team Freedom. Unfortunately, something bad can happen, and it will. But now he will be trying to bring down Iceberg. I'm sure he plays with these guys a lot in pubs, and I mean, he's going to lead his South American brothers on to victory against these open qualifier scrubs. Just kidding, they're probably going to lose. No, I'm just kidding, they're all going to win. Everyone's a winner. When we play Dota, everyone's a winner.
I don't know, I
second
feel really
place.
bad when I lose. I don't know about you.
I don't lose, so.
It's Charlie's fault.
You
the
played
cost
with
don't win.
Jack,
Oh, yeah.
what, 2 nights ago?
Let's not
You
bring it
lost.
up.
The king orders you shut up about that, please.
I said I never lose.
Yeah, I can already see myself in a dungeon.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's where you want to be.
So Puck Band, OD Band, what are they playing? What are they planning to pick with OD?
OD, a strong like kind of lane dominator there. There only have been so many options of what could have even gone against it here. So I don't know
What
if
are
they're
they
trying to
looking
get
at?
like
Bristleback, Timbersaw.
Some maybe what clothes do they have on the sniper? Well, now they have a quad.
I think they're pretty confident about putting this this Tide like in the offlane, because like Sven, usually you see them get that 1 point in the stun, and then like obviously like he's not too much of a threat to kill the Tide early on. The Shadow Shaman has a lot of high right click damage early as well, and that's also going to be mitigated a lot by the Kraken shells. So I think you feel pretty safe about putting Tide in like a tougher lane situation. The Quap is interesting, and we'll get to that in a second. But I think like also the team fight coming out from Iceberg is pretty solid. I think they've got a pretty clear edge in that department here, in my opinion. There's a bit more, like they're going to want Sven to farm, but they're going to be looking for these pickoffs and these like smaller scale fights, I think, if you're Digital Chaos. So.
And that's your OD
Dragon
band right there, DK. would just
Sir
get melted.
Davian.
Sir Davian.
Davian.
That's actually how I
Davian.
look in my battle clothing.
Yeah, Sir Davian, presence in front of the king.
So we have DC.SA against Iceberg, the team who qualified yesterday, or maybe even today. I don't know when they
Yesterday.
finished. I don't know. This team looks some good names on the paper. For those who don't know, Forgotten Dreams is Yavar, the ex-Team Freedom player who almost qualified for the TI. So close yet so far.
10 seconds remaining.
He's got in his blood, Sumail's brother.
You got a lot of good names, though, also on the side of Iceberg and former competitors, Brax, you know, Clairvoyance, we were talking about during the panel time. Some good veterans there, excuse me.
This beef.
Yeah, but from what I see, I think Bryle is, I mean, you're going to hear a lot from him. Peter has talked about him on Twitter before, PPD. This guy's an all-star. He's going to be good. So
What's his
will he
MMR?
show it? He was 8K at one point. I think he dipped to 7.8, but now everyone, you know, is playing not MMR games, so pretty hard to grow there.
He's not good enough to play with Envy in his team.
Yeah, nope.
Needs to have at least 9K. All right. What do you think about this match? Pretty even for me.
I'm excited
Didn't
about
see
this one.
None of these teams in the action before.
I'm looking forward to it here.
For battle.
DC.SA, there's a lot of hopes kind of riding behind him here. You got a new organization kind of looking to back you up here, you know. And Iceberg, a team that we were mentioning a bit, is coming off a long series of games. They're very warmed up. They're ready to go. And as we saw earlier today, I mean, there's really no easy underdog or favored matchup here. As
It
we saw
does look
Evamis just
like-
crush.
It does look to me like Lacoste is doing the observing, so I'm not.
Oh, yeah, that's interesting.
Sure.
Yeah, it
All
should
right,
be
so-
should be Jack on the observing.
Jack,
but,
you want to switch the PCs?
We could do that if.
I think they can.
Well, if they're listening in, they should know that they
The
should
king
switch.
demands the PCs be switched.
Yeah, the observing to Jack, as that is his job. But I don't know. As it is right
They
now,
took our jobs.
Lacoste can like
Jabs.
man all of the
Can I
hats.
do
guess.
everything?
You can do everything. It looks
Just shut
like.
up. I'll just observe and be Grant.
I mean, that's what I did last series. So I mean, it's not impossible. It's all right. Jack can back me up on the co-caster analyst
move the
position.
camera.
I don't have to observe. The people are grateful. Only the king's decree can reverse this.
Are you the observer
stroke
right
of
now,
good fortune.
Jack?
I do not appear to be, no.
Want to switch to PCs?
Not particularly, no.
Just get over there and do it.
Okay.
All right.
Rid of
Oh,
initiation.
hurry up. There's a
coming off
fight.
the
I'll
Visage.
take it and get it over there. All right, we are there. We're watching.
Seems like
that
Visage
one.
is going down. It's going to be a first blood. Yeah, Matthew takes the first blood. An extra 300 gold for him. He's going to get the boots probably.
Good switch, guys. There you go.
All right. So
All right, there you go. You guys settled in now? That's a good way
I'm
to start the
sitting
game.
next to a king, feeling
And
comfortable.
the king would like to say the first blood was given by a European.
Ah.
All Europeans can't play on that high level that Americans play on.
I don't even know what to say to that. It's confounded by this.
Oh, early move in. Oh, I have a bad habit of taking over play-by-play.
Oh, they're going on Weaver. Do they have enough damage to take her down? Yeah, she's dead. Once again, stand-in Matthew takes the kill.
All right, I realize this is going to be a lot harder than I thought. I thought I could just simply shut up, but apparently I can't. I can't just jump on the action, Lacoste. That one's going to be on you.
Yeah, you gotta give him time, man. It's a growing
I just do the
process,
classic, like, top lane.
Top lane,
Second
all right.
blood has
It's
been given by a European.
Jabs and Charlie. All right, I'm gonna have a talk with a Charlie. I don't know if he's gonna add me after the game. There's some beef between us, but still, you don't come to NA and feed. All right, tri-lane against tri-lane. 2 kills already.
Yeah,
Tusk almost level 2. So is Sven. Sven's Stormhammer has been nerfed, so 0.1 second less stun on each level. So we might see the at least level 2 stun on him, just for some extra damage, especially on tri-lane.
Is this a good aggro setup, you think, for DC? We were anticipating it was possibly going to be Iceberg.
You're not
kind of
asking, is
point,
it
yeah.
a good setup? You tell me if it's a good setup.
Well, let's see. I mean, the Sven right now kind of dancing in and out. These hotkeys are totally different. Where are my blasted denies on this
We have
machine?
forgotten about the hotkey issue.
Okay.
Dragon Knight on the middle lane, on the other hand, doing really well. That's Yavar against Queen of Pain with level 2 Dragon Blood. He has more than enough regen to sustain on the lane. There's not much kill potential until someone rotates. On the bottom lane, Tidehunter having 8 CS against, what, 7 on Batrider? Ooh, that should not happen. Also Tidehunter having a TP scroll if Batrider decides to dive him. Top lane though, they're going on Matthew, but there's a Warcry from Sven. He's more than good. He needs to get that level 2, the snowball, so they can initiate and save people if they try to go on.
But the pressure is still going to be there, though Iceberg kind of brought down 2 different times already. They are still looking to kind of be an intimidation factor here, but Sven now is able to kind of take control in the wave and pluck as many last hits as he'd like. They're thinking about making a move on Charlie. They have the detection. They put it down.
Snowball, he's going to be in trouble if he doesn't get the kill. Who's going to go down? All right, Charlie, once again, standing Matthew on a killing spree. 3 minutes and 3 kills for him.
Big boost right now for DC.SA. This is the aggro lane they had set up, and now they're able to kind of get the jump and pull ahead 3-0 with the takedown on the Weaver. This is a tough spot for Charlie to kind of be in here.
What is King Tekka doing on the bottom lane? Someone needs to tell me. He's already gone from the lane against Tidehunter. How did this happen? Jack, what did you miss?
He's got 4 charges. He was swinging out with him a bit, but yeah.
They just went toe-to-toe and things didn't work out. I'm a little bit surprised at how the top lane's been going. Because Weaver's seen as a hero that like has some pretty good like kill potential and maneuverability in lane, as long as it's an even situation. And then you think that if they don't win this top, like Sven, like it's going to be hard for him to farm stacks, right?
There's a huge mistake from Charlie, I'll just call it, not because I hate the guy, but because he's playing against tri-lane. He has point in Geminate attack instead of the Swarm, especially when you're playing against the tri-lane. That's a lot of extra damage. Not trying to be rude, just trying to point it out.
You know?
Yeah. So they're actually swapping the lanes. They're trying to put the Batrider on the top, which I think they should have done that earlier. Just put the Batrider, and they have a good kill setup. All right, seems like they're trying to go on the Tidehunter. They have a stun, but not enough damage to follow up.
And he'll just walk out and away. It doesn't look like King Tekka, or Queen Tekka rather, is going to be rushing his way up towards that top lane. They'll have him just kind of reside in the jungle for now. He's queued up Blink Dagger, and it looks like they're just going to try to flash farm his way on getting that up early, and so that they can have that initiation tool kind of good to go sooner than later.
Yeah, right now, Tidehunter is pretty impossible to kill. We'll see. Can they take him down? 10 charges plus Anchor Smash ready. Oh, nice. Nice dodge by Snowball. Ooh. For the Anchor Smash. They will have enough. No, not really.
Brax able to make it away here. A TP was forced, but then quickly canceled, but that was enough to kind of get DC off their back a bit. And I'm curious now what this means for Brax. He does have the Shrine. It looks like they're just going to go ahead and use that 5-minute Shrine. So
yeah, basically they won the lane top, but still decided to swap it out because they can't farm anymore. There's a huge stack at the top lane. What is it? Three stack. Oh, they should be careful. Batrider can farm that pretty easily.
He's down there juicing it up. Hitting it with the sticky. He's about to take flight and go over it, but I'm curious to see if Iceberg are going to look to jump onto him before he gets the opportunity. They've spotted him.
All right, Batrider, not enough vision, not enough damage to take him down. Yavar on the mid lane has a catapult and the dragon form. Half of the duration. I don't know if he can pressure the tower down, probably not. There's a rotation coming out from Night Stalker, level 3 with level 1 Crippling Fear ready. Not sure it's enough damage to take the Dragon Knight down. Oh, especially with the dust showing up, Bryle is going down.
Wow, they make it look effortless here. Bryle taking the new kid, putting him in his place, and letting him know that this is where the big leaguers play.
Yeah, these younger kids, CC and C, as well as Bryle, you know, not their best showings already. People say it's a young man's game, but, well, I guess Yuar is pretty young too, but it's an old man's game. That's what I'm saying.
They're still matched up pretty even in CS for the mid laners at the moment, 43 and 42 on each respective side. This DK, though, is, you know, holding his way for now.
Top lane, they're trying to go on a Batrider. He has a Firefly ready. There's a vision from Bugs. Not really. Charlie missed it. He's good. There's still a stack on the side. I don't know if Batrider knows about it. He's trying to go on a Fever. Ult is committed. Not enough damage. Batrider will pay with his life.
It is enough.
Oh, he has enough damage, actually. He took him down with Flame Break.
Nice grab.
Charlie.
They trade. And another takedown for the little Weaver Charlie. And as he continues to kind of crumble a bit apart there, we look over at Sven, still doing his thing. 3-2-1, 37 and 5 as he hangs through the bottom lane. Nothing queued up yet as far as what he's going to be looking for a big ticket. His first big ticket item, rather. Mask of Madness.
Mask of Madness.
Mask of Madness has been the ongoing trend for a lot of these
any
players.
melee hero, pretty much. So, Dakota, tell me, how does Weaver come back into the game? I mean, he has 2 orbs. He was like going all in, aggressive. Died 3 times.
That's a fantastic question, Lacoste. I mean, at the point right now, they're just kind of letting him have the lane to himself, and I don't know if that's the best thing.
Ravage committed, but nice dodge by Snowball once again by Matthew. Can they take down the Rasta? Gush not skilled by Tidehunter. Sven backing out. Oh, Queen of Pain with the cleanup, Scream of Pain. Sonic Wave is ready. Sven committed ultimate. Blink not ready for the next 7 seconds. Invisibility used in the bottle. Brax will just TP out. Yeah, and you can't really stop a TP with a Flame Break anymore. Stop living in 2K15.
That was some nice little hype you had there, by the way.
Yeah.
Oh, Ravage! Going out right now.
Wait, they used Ravage? I couldn't tell from the camera work.
Yeah. Jack, are you focused? I mean, you're not even talking. What's going on with you?
He's like, I'm trying to focus on being the observer here.
Mid lane, they're trying to go on a Dragon Knight Shadow Strike with Void. It's gonna be enough.
Oh, but
one more. Oh, he doesn't have mana on Visage. Queen of Pain will go down from the Flame Break. Oh, this King Tekka is all over the place.
Oh, the Queen of Pain still holding
on. Snowball. Woo! Oh! He's level 4, missed the shards. Whoa, Shrine is not ready for the next 60 seconds. Blink will be ready in 2 seconds. He's gonna go down. And they're gonna continue chasing. Somnus will probably go down as well. Wow, this Batrider is doing so much for the team.
Ooh, can they get the finish? Not enough burn there.
10 HP, a Snowball is ready. He is gonna go down. Bam!
Nice little pop right there. Onslaught of aggression now coming out from DC.SA. It's quite ridiculous, and now this is going to be an opportunity for the Dragon Knight to pop into his dragon form, and they're going to soften up and look to finish out this Tier 1 tower, pushing in for their first objective of the game, taking map control. I mean, You're calling out for ways that the Weaver's going to be able to come back, and those options become even more limited as the towers are taken off the map and the places to farm are less safe.
Mid lane, Dragon Knight. Is he gonna go down once again? Snowball is ready. Oh, the saves from this guy. Matthew is just MVP so far.
That's a foul up on Bryle.
Oh.
He's just blinking in aggressively every single time, and he's just dying.
Good call. Flag on the play there, unfortunately. Bottom lane, though.
Bottom lane, you don't want to go on that Tidehunter. 11 charges on Magic Wand. Sven with no mana, no HP whatsoever.
Yeah, Jack, this is when you switch to net worth as the observer. It's like a cardinal rule that about at least 10 minutes in, you got to switch. You don't have the hotkey either, huh? Okay, well, at least you got it over to net worth there, buddy. People in chat would freak out on you if you didn't change it. Just trying to help you out.
Thanks, homie.
No problem, brother. It's okay every once in a while if you want to show off the items and maybe a graph here and there, too. Fight recaps are important as well. You know, just some notes.
You know what? I'd rather let my talking do the talking. So,
Okay.
So, well, yeah, Weaver dying as the core in the tri-lane is really bad. He's died 3 times, right? So, I mean, that just breaks his momentum so much. This is already a hero that doesn't flash farm or farm particularly well. So you don't want him to be going backwards on momentum and item progression. And then even with that tri-lane going well, like DC decided to go bottom because I think you want jungle stacks up for your Sven, and their supports can't do that if they're in that tri-lane formation. So
that's a good
bring
point.
the supports back to get some rotations and some stacks up. But they got to be pretty happy with how that tri-lane went. This Weaver is just, this is not a hero that really wants to play from behind or without constant forward momentum.
Yep.
Anyway, back to observing.
Yeah, I mean, I would have said all those same things too as a co-caster, but there's no point in saying much of them now because then I'm just repeating. It's really
the
rude.
Stuff
It's
you
just
wanted
rude.
To say,
but
so
we have a nice stack here from King RD, so I said that.
all right, we'll clear it. They needed level 6 on Shadow Shaman. Sven does have ultimate, can clear that stuff. But Night Stalker is providing a lot of shut up, Grant, man. I'm talking.
Both the Ancients. What the hell is that?
Retard alert.
It's more of cutting off the king alert. Grant, this guy's trying to usurp the throne.
2 camps at once.
Oh, Batrider with a blink. We missed that. Are they going to have enough time lapse? Can it do it? Not really. Charlie dying once again for that on that Nerubian Weaver. How does the man come back into the game? They're also stealing the stack from them.
Yikes.
This is just a steamrolling already coming out from DC.SA. The Weaver being put into a hurt locker. I'm curious if the rest of the team just need to begin to rally around him. I don't know if that means they need to physically be there for him or if they just need to pull attention elsewhere so that this Weaver isn't just kind of in the crosshairs of DC.SA so much. But DC.SA are just going down that checkbox, baby. They already got the mid lane tower, and they've already taken their dragon up here to the top, and they're going to see what they can do with the tier 1 there.
Another good snowball on Night Stalker, Walrus Punch, and Breath of Fire. 2 seconds ready just to finish up the Night Stalker. It's not happening. Dragon Knight in a lot of problems. Ravage is going to be committed probably. Not really. They calculated. Yeah.
He had the birds. That's what stunned him.
All right.
Thank
you. Thank you, Majesty.
Y'all are welcome. Dakota as the analyzer. The DK took 30 attack speed over 10 strength. I believe that's very rare. What was the reason?
With attack speed, you can hit creeps faster and farm faster.
All right. That's a good point. We saw it last game as well on CCNC. I was surprised he took it. I don't know. 10 strength looked a bit better. I don't know. It's more 30 attack speed is more of a late game setup.
So you don't think they're just thinking ahead, thinking for the late game that they're confident they'll be able to kind of move into?
All right, our king is getting his noodles.
My goodness.
Wow, plus
the
some
ramen noodles.
Whoa,
as
show it
well
on the camera.
Gop, this is actually just, this is what being the king means.
Only the
package
finest.
of chili ramen. One of the best. My God, I'm eating better than the Sven right now.
There's a smoke movement, though, coming out from Iceberg squad here, but it's going to be too late.
Water at?
Yeah, they want to use that Ravage tied with Hood. Pretty impossible to take down.
I'm going to eat some of them.
Okay. They found what they could. Rasta, pretty much the best victim they could give for the DC. Level 6 Rasta.
Definitely could have been a lot worse, but Iceberg will take what they can get from that scrappy little smoke move.
Oh, can they catch Queen of Pain with that Blink Dagger on Batrider?
He's softening her up with a couple of stickies here, but like you said, the blink is good to go. A lasso pullback, and you know, with the Ravage still there, maybe he's just having second thoughts about it. Could jump in and find himself divided of a Ravage in front, but
never mind. I thought that was aggressive snowball. It's gonna be a problem. On the top lane though, Dragonite and Sven are just cutting down the tower. There's a TP coming out from Tidehunter. He's the frontliner. He is not really afraid to be there.
They're coming though. They're coming. Here's Charlie.
Oh, nice block by Shadow Shaman, but he does not have enough damage. He wants to force him to use the Ravage. Will he do it? Oh, another stun from DK. Can he do it?
Oh.
Never mind. This Tidehunter is just so tanky on the tier 1 tower. Lasso is used. They're trying to go for Queen of Pain. Queen of Pain with the big Sonic Scream. They're taking down the 3-2-1 on Sven, and now they're starting to chase. Night Stalker. Oh, Matthew's gonna go.
They're gonna get him. It's gonna be a 3-man takedown. That's a nice drop. Good rotations from Iceberg.
They're winning fights without Ravage. They haven't used Ravage once yet.
A lot of stuff was committed to control the Tidehunter. That was a big mistake from DC. They did not have enough damage to kill that Tidehunter before using the Ravage. He didn't even have to use it.
Nice cast in there, man. That was a little bit lengthy there. You got it.
Got some phrases that I'm repeating, but need to relax. Jack, what do you think about casting so far? Can you catch everything I'm saying?
How's your observing going so far?
It's tough, man. I got newfound respect for, you know, Scriff and Weapus and Pimp Muckle and all others who've operated the camera before. It's hard, you know? You don't want to miss stuff. You got to listen to what the casters are saying. I mean, it's a tough position to be in.
If you use the mouse wheel, you can scroll out and see a wider part of the map if there is two things going on at once per last fight.
Or you can use
Thanks for restating the
numbers 1, 2, 3, 4 to check the items when I'm talking about. No?
Yeah.
All right, heavy rotation here from DC.SA. They're heading up to the top lane, it looks like. Lacoste, they get that tier 1 tower.
Finally, yeah, they committed.
Opens up.
All right, Dragonite has a form ready once again. They will try to push it out. Rasta wards ready in 6 seconds. The Dire use scan, they know what's up. Tidehunter is tipping on the top lane. Can they fight? There's no Knight for the next...
they want to pop some smoke and
30 seconds. So...
it's fight time, for sure, for Iceberg here. This is when we're going to be seeing the Ravage finally come out, I'd imagine, here. Could be a solid jump. Queen Tekka showing himself in the mid lane. King RD is nearby, but already on the way out.
They want to find a bigger kill. The DK is the guy they want to kill.
Ah, all the way down here at the bottom. Sweet and juicy DK.
He doesn't know what's going on. Gush, follow up with a Void. Queen of Pain blinking in.
Boom shakalaka!
Rotations are coming, and there it is.
There it is. Big Ravage. Another snowball coming out from Matthew. He's going to pay with his life. They're on the run. Batrider using a lasso on Night Stalker. Rasta committed with the wards. Sven with a big damage coming out from that ultimate. Night Stalker slowing him down with sticky napalms. Oh, the cleanup crew is just too strong. Batrider, they need to back off. Whoa, Sven. Double kill so far. A lot of mess. Almost 4 dead for Iceberg. His jab's gonna die. Mask of Madness ready. He does not have enough mana to TP out. Oh, double damage Weaver is dealing so much damage to this Sven.
He's toggling his way. Got the mana for that one. Now looks to run out, but I don't know if he's going to be living
cooldown.
here.
Shut up, Dakota. All right, Sven is going to pay with his life. Matt to respawn. This fight lasts forever. And Weaver is on the chase. Oh, she needs to back out. Weaver, that's a she right there. Block, not enough mana anymore. 2 stick charges. We'll have enough mana to Shikuchi out.
Woo! They make it back. Lengthy, girthy team fight there, right? Those happen. Hard move in. Iceberg's one of their bigger strides of this game so far. Being able to kind of make headway in there. And we haven't seen Charlie really kind of drop since the start of the game. So he's been muscling his way back into some relevance here. 3rd in net worth. Still trails quite a bit behind both the Queen of Pain and the Sven, though.
Charlie died 4 times, managed to get back into the game. That double damage helped him a lot. Almost has enough to buy that Lincoln Sphere. What does he go next for? Does he go for Deso to remove the Sven's armor? Does he go for Diffusal Blade also to remove the Warcry from Sven?
Yes.
Yeah.
I think
Kinda
both of
work.
those are pretty like
Both
decent
both are
options,
good,
but it's
yeah.
just I don't know. To be honest with you, I haven't seen a whole lot of recent Weaver play to see, but in the particular matchup that they're going to be going against, it would be nice to have those extra tools available to them. So I wouldn't mind seeing Diffusal come out, but it feels weird saying to go right into Diffusal after grabbing a Lincoln's.
I believe you are right, though. Diffusal's a far better item past the 20-minute mark, especially against Warcry, as well as just slowing down the Sven, who we saw him get kited that entire fight.
Yeah, plus he can't do anything if he doesn't have mana.
Yep. Dakota, great call.
Thanks, man. I'm sweating over here. I am not Dota smart at all.
Sven decides to go for a straight BKB. Feels like he doesn't need to go for a blink. They have a blink dagger on a Batrider, and Dragon Knight wants to make one, so having 3 blink daggers will not be that.
Is having a Mask of Madness and an Echo Saber on Sven, is that a bit much? I thought it used to be considered a bit much, but I guess now with the...
Now it's a pretty standard build. Yeah, because you need the mana regen on that hero. You can go for skip one, maybe get a magic wand, and have, let's say, 225 mana talent, but then you can skip it. Skip one. But the cleave, Echo Saber, double hit is just that good. So, Roche still not touched.
Yeah, the better Roche lineup seems to heavily favor DC's side, where you have the wards to work with the Sven and such, but and they even have a Batrider to kind of be the bodyguard for it.
Yeah, seems like Somnus heard me. They also have a good Roche lineup with Bugs, minus armor, Gosh. Also, Visage has a Solar Crest finished.
Oh, it could definitely be done by both, for sure. But pressure's going to be coming in, it looks like, from DC towards the top lane here. Pings are coming out from Iceberg to possibly consider defense, and they start heading in through the Shrine and could be heading up from the southern front. But the rest of the team hasn't rotated in at all, so it looks like once the wards go down, they're just going to be sacking it.
Yeah, I don't think they're trying to defend the tower, they're just trying to fight behind the wards from Rastam. Maybe try to catch a guy.
And
oh,
God's
Somnus.
Can he move
Batrider
in?
got a slow down from Night Stalker. Oh, he's gonna have a blink dagger ready. No TP. Charlie on the other side. Jack, did you miss that? Getting a kill on Matthew. Matthew with that pretty good start, just feeding away the kills.
They're still pursuing here. They have a hunch. Queen Tech is still around, and it is going to be
he managed
spotted.
to find him.
Somnus moves in. I believe that's Clairvoyance, right?
Yep.
Going in,
Clairvoyance.
chunking away. Bryle with his sight. Damn. Good shit, Clairvoyance.
Hey, Jack, why is
Jack, are you
Clairvoyance
okay?
named after Somnus here?
You know, sometimes people idolize really good Chinese players. Sometimes
So yeah, why is he named after Somnus?
So, well played. That's why you're the king, Grant.
Thank you.
So on top lane, they're trying to get some damage done on the tier 2 tower with just the Visage and the Weaver. Alright, seems like he is going for the Diffusal Blade. Charlie, you did bad in the early stages, but you're redeeming yourself. You're playing really, really well.
Good appropriate itemization here, and not
Bottom
much he
lane,
can do, but
Rasta once again gonna go down. Probably Queen of Pain with Lincoln Sphere ready. Oh, Sven committed a BKB there. Does he have another stun? Not for 4 seconds. Oh, Sven in a trouble. Bug's gonna come. Can't stun the Weaver because she has a Lincoln Sphere. Time lapse is used. Can they chase? Can they catch a Dragon Knight? He has a Blink Dagger ready and he's out.
But not gone far. He stopped to farm a bit here. Could be spotted out from Clairvoyance, but doesn't look like there'll be a follow-up pursuit here.
Yeah, good read by NS. He's just watching the clock, reading the movement from the Dragon Knight. He knows he has that bottle.
Oh, hard move in from Charlie here. Looking to go for the DK.
DK in a lot of trouble. Has a TP ready, but I don't think he can do it. He can't, actually.
He might have been able to do it right away, but, you know, he got a little bit nervous. That's Yawar, you know, makes a mistake.
Yeah, he should have done it right
immediately after the void.
Yeah,
You know.
that's a good call, Grant.
Yeah, thank you. Good call as well, Lacoste. For a play-by-play
Great.
caster, you are quite the smart gentleman.
So what are you saying, that
I'm saying you're
generally
all three stupid.
Dota 2 play-by-play casters are not smart?
No, they're some of the smartest people I've met. Did you know that
They're
Dota
street
2
smart.
casters, yeah, Dota 2 casters actually invented the multiplication charts.
You're welcome.
You're welcome.
Invented pie.
Queen of Pain took down the
Oh.
Roche last hit and the Aegis. Aegis gonna go down probably. One more hit from Sven, not enough.
Barely able to
What's
make away.
going on here? Bugs on few of them. Wow, Matthew once again dying. What's the death count on Matthew? 5 deaths with the great start, 3-0.
Crumbling here for DC.SA after making it through that early laning phase. Suddenly, it's all Iceberg here moving on forward, trucking in and hitting on tier 2s. What's going on, DC.SA?
Yeah, look, Quap is the highest net worth, and Sven took over 10 ancient stacks. That
Yeah,
just goes
this
to show.
Queen of Pain managed to get back into the game after that few shitty blinks forward with level 1 being over-aggressive. They still have Aegis and they have 2 Lincoln Spheres. Batrider popped one with the Force Staff, but then he gets caught out of the position, can pull him back.
Jack, may we please see the Weaver's items? Thank you, it will
Thank
be
you,
a
Jack.
diffusal blade.
You're doing such a good job.
Mm-hmm.
That's the nicest thing anyone's ever said to me on this broadcast. Thanks, Lacoste. Just you wait till I fall. No, just kidding. We're good.
Just wait till we swap the roles, huh?
That was back-to-back tier 2s now going into the pocket of Iceberg. I don't know if we are already getting to that point when you say it's an insurmountable kind of a lead, but they have command. And
In the previous series, we saw Night Stalker going for Yule Scepter to remove the ice armor from Lich. Now we see him
Lotus.
getting a Medallion of Courage plus almost a Force Staff finished.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So you can Force Staff people out of the focus when Dragon Knight stuns them or just blocks them with the Shard. I'm saying too much smart stuff. I need to chill a bit.
Yeah, write it on paper for me, and I'll read it out loud. That's how I did
Yeah, but
it.
try to do it in English.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a good one.
Well, we see little bits of DC trying to scramble their way out back into the lanes, but you can see they're not comfortable. I mean, look at this. I don't know if they're trying to bait out the Sven or just having him push out the bottom lane, but they're waiting to double back, and I think they have a smoke. Yeah, well, they queued up one to buy, but they're not committing in for one right now.
The Sven with no blink, it feels because the Sven needs to be able to stun.
Sven
the
has a
Weaver.
blink.
Oh, he does now? So I haven't seen the items in so long, but because there's a Lincoln's on both of them, he needs to be able to stun another hero next to him, so it stuns them like
Yeah,
AoE-wise, and then
yeah.
that's how they win, I think. That's the
that's-
only way.
That's the only way you can stun someone
Yeah.
who has 2 Lincoln Spheres on.
Yeah.
Just fantastic stuff, Jack, over there, by the way. Bryle just feeling himself
Bryle,
now.
He doesn't want to go with the BKB. He still has the Aegis on that Queen of Pain plus Bottle Charge.
Not
What
anymore.
Arcane Rune is in there. They didn't commit anything besides Batrider ulti. So, what, tier 2 towers are down. They
We've
can
only
push
seen
the
one
bottom lane.
Ravage. Sorry, we've only seen one Ravage this entire game, and they're winning
Is
pretty
it?
convincingly.
How do you know there haven't been more Ravages than that?
Well, because you see at the top here, there's a little diamonds, and if it's green, it means the ulti is
Yeah, the ulti is ready.
off cooldown. I do my own observing, Jack. You know what I'm saying. I need to conduct myself
Dakota
far
showed
better
me,
than you
Dakota
guys.
showed me one thing. You can press Alt, and if the green stuff shows under the health and mana bar, it means he has buyback.
It will naturally show that green border when they die as well right away.
The gold border.
But yeah, I'm surprised. There's been also a lot of even current pro players who didn't know that. But then again, they're not watching. Well, they are watching a
you're-
decent amount of Dota, but they're not
you're
spectating like we are.
Always ahead of the time, Dakota.
Yeah, I'll be a player. These casters do not know nothing.
All right, seems like a push is coming out from
Oh,
both teams. They
a
want to
big
take
one.
down the tier 3 towers. Sven committing ultimate.
Uh-oh.
Oh yeah, I don't
Base
think
is
he won.
Jack, don't mess this up. This is
Jack,
intense.
watch the both sides.
Jack.
Who's tipping? All right, Night Stalker TP,
They both
but
are, both teams.
all right. Iceberg managed to take down melee and the range Raxes, and now tipping the base. Big Ravage coming out from Brax. Sven using a BKB. Can he clear the Rax? Yeah, he's gonna TP out. Probably, yeah, he has enough HP with the ultimate. Stun, stun, stun. Yeah, stun that Shadow Shaman, Dragon Knight, he's the biggest. Ooh, a big Sonic Wave coming out from Queen of Pain. They're just clearing them. So they managed to take down both Raxes and saving the ranged ones.
So
I was like beginning to question if there was an ample amount of hype to go along with that fight, but then you hit us with the "oh" on the scream, and I was like, okay, we're cool with that. We're cool. The hype's there. 13-22 though. Rax is going to be crumbling on both sides, like you were talking about. The bottom here for DC just completely wiped out the floor, while Iceberg do get to at least hold on their range tracks here. So.
Tidehunter just tanking up with Lotus Orb. Look at those, all those single target spells. Snowball. Oh, there's a plane coming out near the BTS house office. Actually,
we got to get out of here. The cops are coming too.
5-0, 5-0.
They're gone.
The new police are here. Oh, here we go. Mid lane.
Iceberg pushing the tier 3 tower on the mid lane. No Ravage for the next 70 seconds. Sven does have a BKB ready. Has a TP in 2 seconds. Just trying to bait it out with a Tidehunter who has Lotus Orb. The best item this game against DC's lineup.
No Ravage to work with here. Sven has rotated back in. Do Iceberg want to continue to move on in?
I don't know if Iceberg will commit to this push. They can just try to chop it down a bit by bit. The Roche may respawn in the next 1.5 minutes.
Yeah, without an Aegis and someone to be able to kind of siege away at the tower with really no threats,
Yeah,
it's tough.
I don't think DC can fight near the Roche pit once the Tide ult is up. Plus the birds, that's the triple stun. Plus the vision from the Night Stalker.
Who would you guys say is the best Visage player ever?
Best Visage player ever? Lil?
Okay. I'm gonna say maybe not. Maybe you'll disagree, but I'd say Come With Me. Back when he actually farmed a lot, you know, that guy would just have 5 items at 30 minutes into the support Visage, single-handedly carry those garbage teams he used to be on. Yeah, that was pretty good.
Garbage team I played with.
No, not yeah, but I'm talking like TI3-ish era. You know, those Romanians and stuff.
Yeah, he kind of disappeared. I don't know.
Yeah.
I follow him on Twitter.
I
He
believe
streams
he
from
was
time to time.
a very, you know, angry player to play with.
Yeah. Yeah.
Come with me into Rageville.
Yep. Come with me.
Funny guy, though.
Oh, absolutely.
So, Dakota, what's the next big item coming out from DC that can turn the game around for them?
Let's see what they currently got here. It looks like for Sven, they're going to be bulking into just the heavy deeps department, going with the crit here. Yeah. Likely just straight into the Bloodthorn to back that up. That's a nice tool to have. And then Dragon Knight with the BKB. Also a big pick there. But
popped on Sven. Can he find the target to kill? Queen of Pain stunning her. They're just not dying. This Visage is so tanky, not anymore. Weaver using a time lapse. Oh, 20% HP left on her. No snowball for the next couple of seconds. Sven with a blink. Can he stun her? Oh, Lincoln Sphere is ready again. Ravage is ready for the Tidehunter.
Sentry, they turn it around. Iceberg, I think, are tempted to kind of make something happen, but it's awkward right now. It is awkward. Brax moving in, forcing himself forward. Still with that Ravage like you were talking about, hoping to get a connection onto somebody, but they snowball themselves, and they are running, man. Sonic Wave goes down.
Whoa!
Ah! They didn't get anything!
They just wanted to stop the Blink Dagger with Queen of Pain ulti, then Ravage. They've both failed.
Damn.
Ooh. This is not how you win a team fight.
Was that the second Ravage?
Third.
Third Ravage.
That is the third. I'm on Ravage duty.
Ravage duty. Fortunately, a chase on by Iceberg means they come up a bit short, and DC are going to be able to kind of hit to the high road and make it out of there.
Oh, wait up.
Yawar's BKB not even used yet. Still at 10 seconds. Ooh.
Bam, bam.
Nice little
Double
reflect
stun.
there. It still connects with the stun, though, but they don't have enough help nearby to be able to get a good followed up.
So, Dragon Knight had an Arcane Rune in that fight with the bottle. I was talking to you, Grant, yesterday about it, how you should not sell the bottle, check his inventory.
Yep.
Bottle in the backpack.
So are they going to win because of that now?
Well, that's not the game winning.
So
but
why not? Okay, so how about not? Okay, don't sell the bottle, but what if you can give it to a support?
No.
Okay.
You didn't. You don't give a shit about your support. You just sell it for the 300 gold. They managed to take down the Roche, the second one, so it's Cheese and Aegis. Matthew, Blink Dagger is ready. Can Beaver find the kill? Oh, whoa! Stun. Beaver. Oh, she goes down. She had a Cheese. She couldn't pop it.
Buy back.
She bought back, time-lapsed in, and it's going to be all Iceberg now moving in, and he's dead again.
Whoa, Charlie, that's not how you time-lapse and buy back. Oh, this Sven is just cleaving through them.
They're in trouble. Ryle moves in, gets hexed up, but okay, here we go. Promise for Iceberg here as they make a good chess. It's, or chase rather. Dead. Going the other way, my bad.
All right, this Sven will probably die. Yeah, Queen of Pain
Jack,
is tanky enough with Aegis
No, I
and
knew he was
Assault
dead,
Curious.
Grant. I knew he was dead.
Oh, that was a... I mean, it says 3 were dead from DC.SA, but they killed the Weaver twice.
Yeah.
It's buyback. Did he use Cheese
No,
as well?
he has Cheese still,
Oh,
so
so
it's a
man's
GG.
struggling.
The double feed.
That's a very
That's
weird trade.
How much? What? I don't know. He probably lost like a
Everything.
2k plus gold. It's hard to fight into Aegis and Cheese, plus they have a pipe on the visage.
You're having too much fun over there.
Well, that's
King Grant.
like I saw that one. I'm like, that can't be real. It was.
You're on like the wrong tab over there on that board is probably why. You can go into some serious copywritten stuff probably.
No, I'm sure it's a parody.
That was your mouth.
The fart sound.
Gross,
We're out
Jack.
of control. I'm out of
I
control.
actually
Pardon
cannot
me,
tell
peasants.
what that is.
I actually will
Jack, this is your
record-
highlight of the day, this fart, considering how badly observing you did.
But for I'm gonna need $5 from each of you as a king's tax. I don't know why you're laughing.
I needed that 5.
King RD and King Tekka playing in King's Cup,
With Snake King
and Snake
Stan
King and
King?
Stan King.
So 2 teams of 2 kings. 2
Two
times 2
kings.
is 4. 2 plus 2 is 4. How does that even
4
make sense?
plus 6 is 10, 10 minus 3 is 7.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's the lucky number for
Yeah.
most people.
Good shit, guys.
Facts.
I'm glad you figured that out.
Trial's really far,
That
man.
is a graduate course in Grant NA math right there.
But seriously, if 2 times 2 is the same as 2 plus 2, all you're doing, it's the same thing. You're just rotating it, but how can it be the same? I
So
don't know.
rotate a 2 on its side, and suddenly you're going to have a new number,
He's
and
talking
that
about
is real
rotating the
math.
plus sign. I think that's what he's talking about.
Yeah, well, I'm just saying you take it to the next level, and then you rotate the 2s instead.
It's all
Yeah.
about those rotations, guys.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
we haven't
really
seen much
what
from
the answer
Radiant.
is.
Oh, King RD, they don't have the damage to take him down.
Whoa. The king.
He's out.
That guy's like the new
Ay,
me.
ay, ay, ay.
There's actually 4 kings here, so you're gonna have to be more specific. when you say
Do you know
king.
the 4 kings from Warcraft 3?
Yeah.
Todd, Grubby,
Lich.
Zeus, and
Creolophus.
Moon.
Wait, those are real names?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was the
Did you say
Warcraft 3
Ted?
pros.
What was one of those names?
Todd,
Todd.
Zeus.
Todd?
Yeah.
Jon Merlot, man.
Yeah.
Jon Merlot, the
Todd.
Frenchman.
He knows. He
Manuel
knows.
Schenkhuizen.
Odysseus.
That's
Who's
Oh,
that?
Odysseus.
Grubby.
What was
And
Zeus's name?
Zeus is,
Ted.
I don't know, he's actually Croatian. I don't remember the name.
He's Croatian and you don't
Yeah, he's
know.
the only
He
successful
wa- he
thing to
was-
come out of that country.
Yeah.
Miracle Crow Cop was okay for a while, man.
What about Creolophus? Does anyone remember what Creolophus' name was?
No.
Is that a pastry?
Moon's nickname was
Production, can I hit a Creolophus, please?
Me and Jack are opening a pastry shop, pasta, fast food. Jack, I mean Grant, are you with us?
I'm good.
We're under NDA about that. The Costco.
Creolysis.
Creolophus, man.
Creolysis.
Creolophus. Don't hate on Creolophus.
If you say that word, that's like me saying the Emoji Movie. which
Matthew's
is a
gonna get
good
hated on right now.
Oh, Matthew. Oh,
Blinks. But
they will catch him.
silence.
Silence.
Again, he's dead.
just like
he
the Bible.
goes down. Aegis is still
Are they gonna
on
try
the
to
Queen of
trade?
Pain, level 24. Bloodthorn is finished, getting close to that level 25. Once she gets Mjolnir, that's just gonna be a... I can't say the word. It's gonna be a fun fest.
Bryle, is he the kid where he got introduced by someone on Reddit saying, hey, my friend is 8K and you should check out his stream?
It might have been. There's a lot of those now. You know, everyone brings them up. Tomatoes, Arteezy. He's like, well, this guy had 0 upvotes, garbage. And then they're the the kings of their respective role.
He's doing great.
He is. Now he's owning.
Bryle top net worth by like 5K margin right now, 15-4.
Yep.
Is this his like debut pro team match?
I believe so. I mean, besides the open qualifiers, but an actual like thing. This is it, yeah. And he's beating a DC sponsored team. It's pretty damn good.
This could be like the moment like we had way back in the day. I remember when we were doing ES Portal and casting Yawar and Sumail on Root Gaming together. And
Legend.
that was just something special to watch. Maybe that could be Brile of the future. Who knows, man?
This guy's in high school, guys. I mean, what were we doing in high school?
I like how you're talking about like Yawar, and he's in this game like this guy's gonna be good. Like this guy used to be.
I love Yawar, dude. I think Yawar is just long overdue to make it to the big
he's
time.
playing
for
a
sure.
Dragon Knight. He's not swagging out this game.
Yeah,
it's not his fault.
he played like a lot of Medusa back on that Root Gaming team too.
Yeah.
So he's different than Sumail in the sense that he never gets those like crazy flashy heroes. You know.
Yeah.
Just want to remind you that this guy's in high school. What were we doing with our lives in high school?
In high school,
we were playing Dota 1.
Drama.
Jack,
I played in
we're
band.
60 years old combined.
Lacoste was playing in Meet Your Makers.
Yeah, he met his makers. No, I'm just kidding. You're a great player, Lacoste.
Thank you.
When you
We'll
with
play
your
some
makers.
tonight.
All right. And they're just, I mean, can they kill Brax ever with those buffs, Lotus
Probably
and
not.
Solar?
He just took down all BKB is committed from Batrider. Sven he needs to go on that Tidehunter if they want to kill him.
They settled.
They're
They
just
just
gonna
settled
run,
on that. You could tell. They was like, okay, this isn't working. Let's get the hell out. They're backing up. They're bailing. Anyone going to get a hold of him here from Iceberg side? Doesn't look like it. But that is...
Feels like desperation move. First they smoked out of the base when Aegis was down. That's good timing. But the lanes were not pushed. So Iceberg knew something was up.
Good eyes on the action there, Jack, by the way, from the skies. Very good stuff.
Yeah, you're not missing any action, Jack, because there was no action in the past 5 minutes.
Thanks, guys. That makes me feel great.
Sven is waiting, lurching in this top
I
lane,
managed
but-
to avoid failing in a fail-proof situation. Thanks, boys.
When is the next Roach may respawn in 36 seconds? Dota these days is so simple. I mean, you can read everything, you just need to know where it is. It's like being on the internet, knowing
I don't
how
even
to
know why
Google.
we're casting. Like, honestly, like,
could just
this
Google
game
this
casts
game.
itself, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we
remember
just
when you
Googled
needed
the
like
game.
Dota keys and stuff to even get HP bars and
Yeah.
rewire the key, right? Yeah, I mean,
There was no
Kids
timings
these
on
days.
anything.
high schoolers these days. I mean, Brile was like an infant when when this game was really.
skill cap.
I mean, he kind of was, right? Because if he's like 16 or something, we played like 13 years ago, he was actually a 3-year-old.
Fetus. Yeah,
Jesus.
fetus.
Damn.
I'm really having a midlife crisis, boys, right now. The king is not feeling good here anymore.
I've been playing Dota so long, and I don't know where my life is anymore.
Oh, but for real, this.
Give this man some wine and titties.
Oh, but this throne feels good to be above you guys, like just in general, and you know, like I already was, but now that I can be seen with it, like you know, hands up in there, like
All
I
right,
just
Queen
don't
of
care.
Pain
Oh,
passively. BKB ready. Sven, enough damage to take her down? Yes, it is.
damn.
Shiva's guard completed on Visage. We missed that. 8-kill streak going to King RD. Sven continues to chase.
That's Jack.
BKB is not ready anymore. The Dragon Knight is in. BKB ready to pop. Scotty can finish on Weaver. Just for extra slow on that Sven. What is Sven gonna do now?
Looks like
He's
he's
just
gonna
getting-
stun him up.
Getting
in the
slow.
middle.
Big
Hit with a
Ravage.
Ravage.
3-man
He's done
Ravage.
But he has more.
Weaver. Uncontested still. Chi is ready for... Oh, Shadow Shaman will go back to the graveyard where he belongs.
They just don't do damage without Sven ulti, right? Sven ulti, they got to kill, and then they just... Yawar doesn't do damage on DK.
Sven has 5-second BKB. Queen
it's
of
rough.
Pain, they managed to kill her, but still.
It was
Yeah, we
Visage
kind of
is
cursed
tanky.
Brile a little bit. We kept talking him up and he just jumped in and died. But it doesn't matter. Again, the team fight from Iceberg is so strong.
Well, he went double Soul Assumption, which I know is pretty looked down upon on Visage and very rare.
All right. Here it is. What could be close to a final hurrah. Pullback.
All right, Visage is hexed, but this guy is just so goddamn tanky. You can't go on him, especially with a lower sword casted from the Tidehunter. He's not taking any damage.
Oh.
Is this even legal?
Oh, using the snowball against him, trying to drag him back under the tower. That's cute. I see you.
This
Block him
feels
in.
like a school fight, after school fight with the snowballing. I don't know, hitting someone with a snowball,
Yeah, but it's the parents kind of getting in.
Yeah.
They're definitely hit harder.
getting into principal's office.
moves to the top now. Iceberg just kind of going down each of these lanes here, feeling pretty unstoppable. There doesn't seem
Sven
to be...
just bought back. He had enough to buy back before.
Oh.
BKB popped. He's
See you
just
later.
being kited so badly.
Oh.
Roche just spawned. Bryle is pinging it out. DC
Damn.
needs to do something right now. Just like go all in, try to get a kill. Desperation mode is on. Dragon
doing
Knight
it.
blinking in with a BKB. You can't focus that fat fuck Tide Hunter. It's impossible to kill him.
Really
Queen of
is.
Pain with 3-man Sonic Wave. Forgotten Dreams will go down probably. Is tanky enough. GG is called.
Oh, yeah. Muscled fight. Would you believe it? The open qualifier team is the one that kind of come out and appease the king in his first at the King's Cup.
And he has. I've been appeased. This is an open qualifier team, like I talked about, going up against DC.SA. You know, we saw a little bit of a, you know, the Dire team getting, I mean, the Dire with CCNC and all of them. They got run over by Infamous, so it's good to see, you know, some of our American brothers come back in, teach Digital Chaos.SA what it's like to be on the King's chair.
Yeah, welcome to being sponsored. Boom, hit him up with a W.
Just hit him. I mean, Bryle, that guy.
And
he's the
welcome
most
back.
farmed.
Look at this, beautiful people. Thank you. Jack, what is going on? Thank you, Dakota, for this.
We're not done yet. We have to do the whole series like this.
Yeah, I know. I'm just
Whoa.
thanking you for the first game of the series.
I'm just trying to get into the new lobby. You know, I'm getting ready to.
We'll get
can't
you.
Wait
We'll
to
get you in
begin
there.
observing.
So,
Don't worry
wh-
about it.
what do you think that went wrong for DC.SA during the first 10, 15 minutes?
It felt good at the start. They like put themselves in a good position with that aggro lane. They were really spanking down the Weaver a bit. How many kills at the start? 3, 4,
Three,
something like that?
3 at the start.
But yeah, something about them being able to kind of take that bit of momentum and transition it through the remaining bit of the laning phase and into the mid game just wasn't working. I'm not too sure what it is that they felt like they couldn't kind of pull it together.
The lineup felt a little bit odd to me. Like they had a better start, I think, than expected. But their lineup is kind of like a gank and push type of thing, where it's like they want to get pickoffs. Maybe Sven cleans up, Bat Rider, Tusk initiate, and then off the back of that, they either want the Shadow Shaman wards or like the DK ult to be able to take objectives. But they need to be constantly getting pickoffs and kind of holding their opponents back. Iceberg, they went on this kind of surge like early mid game where they started taking a bunch of big team fights. They were better equipped to do that. I think they're heroes. So despite Charlie's rough initial start in this game, like it was just hard to team fight them, and they kind of just controlled the map from there.
Incorrect, Jack. For 1 point, you say they were a gank and push team, but they were playing against a Weaver, Quap, as well as a Tide. It is almost impossible to gank multiple of those heroes, and almost impossible to push into the other ones. I'm going to have to disagree with you there.
All right. You're the king.
All right, you're the king. I don't think you could have said
I agree
that.
with Grant.
You know? Yeah.
I don't want to lose my head. Thank you once again, Dakota, for this Mariana Trench deep analysis. I would also maybe call it your mama's deep, but it would be inappropriate. We did not say that. The next game will come pretty shortly.
Yep.
5-10 minutes probably. So stay tuned. This was Lacoste play-by-play. It's going to happen, sadly for you, in the second game of this series as well.
So throw to a break.
And
later.
we're cutting into a break. Stay tuned.